What is it about Savannah, Georgia that brings so many visitors from all around the world? Is it the Spanish moss, the live oak trees, or the many historic squares? Maybe it's the monuments and hundreds of historic buildings around the city's parks and green spaces.
When I'm walking around, I see both the history and the architecture, as well as a garden. One of the things that makes Savannah unique is the fact that you're walking through green spaces unlike any other city. And it's the community's gardens throughout the historic district.
You can't get Savannah out of your system. It's a city that you love to be in, you love to walk in. Every square has its own character. You love to see them all. In springtime, my mother called it, when the azaleas are out, a bride. Savannah's like a new bride. Once you get Savannah sand in your shoes, you never get it out. And that's very true.
Maybe it's a combination of all of these things. But whatever it is, Savannah is a magical place that makes everyone, tourists and locals alike, slow down and take it all in.
The city was built in the 1700s. Traffic was meant to move through it at a much slower rate of speed.
Here's a quick explanation of how our video tour of Savannah will progress. We'll start in the far north at River Street, where Savannah began, and show you the many monuments and attractions at this popular destination. Next, we'll travel west to east on Bay Street, which is located on the bluff above the river, moving from the Oglethorpe Bench all the way to Emmett Park in the east. Then we'll head to Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard to visit several historic sites and museums. We'll move east to Montgomery and Barnard Streets, strolling through 6 squares and visiting Paula Deen and Mrs. Wilkes restaurants. We'll hit all the picturesque squares and historic attractions on Bull Street, from Johnson Square all the way to Forsyth Park. We'll see everything on Abercorn Street, including the Owens Thomas and Andrew Lowe House Museums, Colonial Park Cemetery, and the Cathedral of St. John the Baptist. We'll visit the Isaiah Davenport House, Beach Institute, and all 4 historic squares on Habersham Street. And then we'll stop in the 3 squares on Houston Street before dropping anchor at the historic Pirates House restaurant on East Broad. So let's get started and see all Savannah has to offer.